Call to order the Apache Junction Water District meeting of April 16th, 2024 to order, and request all cell phones be put in silence again. Roll call.
Chairperson Wilson.
Here.
Chairman Schroeder. Vice
Here.
Chairman Schroeder. Apologies. Here. Board Member Cross.
Here.
Board Member Heck.
Yes.
Board Member Johnson.
Here.
Board Member Nesser.
Present.
Board Member Soller.
Here.
Okay. Do I have approval for meetings of the March 19th, 2024 meeting?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I move that the minutes of the March 19th, 2024 meeting be approved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Roll call.
Board Member Nesser.
Yes.
Board Member Johnson.
Yes.
Board Member Cross.
Yes.
Board Member Heck.
Yes.
Board Member Soller.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Schroeder.
Yes.
Chairman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Discussion and consideration of approval of change order number 1 for Southwest Waterworks Contractors, PMLLC, DBA, Pumpman Waterworks to install a 12-inch well casing liner. Mike, you want to help me out on this?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Chairman, members of the board. Just a quick update. We've talked about this over the last few meetings. We've removed well number 5, the pump from downhole. Realized that we had some holes in the liner or in the casing. So we've reached out to the contractor to give us a change order for relining that entire well. The total price of the well with all the pump replacement, liner, gravel pack, basically rebuilding the well is $825,710. We'll be doing this over the next few months here. We started this process, again, a while back. Basically, this will be a new well. If we had to go out and drill a new hole out there, it'd be roughly $1.5 to $2 million. So trying to save that money, keep this well lasting for the next 30 years here at the Water District. So just asking for approval tonight of the $825,000, or actually just the change order currently tonight, but the total price for the redoing the entire well is $825,000 roughly.
Any questions?
I have a question.
Really?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That kind of shoots the heck out of the 10% overage, right?
Yes. And that's why we're coming back, and we have to get board approval for it.
Sure. They're going to line the well with bigger, smaller?
So currently it's a 16-inch casing in the well. It's just
Right.
regular carbon steel. We're going to be going back with 12-inch stainless steel because this well is only roughly about 20 years old. It should not have failed at this point. Due to water quality, we want to make sure that it lasts for the next 20 to 30 years so that we don't have this issue again. So upgrading to stainless steel, we had to do that with the column pipe when we recently replaced it roughly 4 years ago. And the column pipe's inside that casing that brings the water to the surface. Replaced that, and once we took it out 4 years later, it was fine. So we want to make sure that this happens with the well,
casing
also the
itself.
casing. Yeah.
Good to hear.
Mayor,
Yes.
on our motion, it says $665,635.
That's correct. That's just for the change order.
Okay, that's all that we're voting on. We're not voting on the 800.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Mike, would you educate me here a little bit on this change order? I'm just curious, and because I don't understand, why does it say the original contract amount was only $21,725, and it jumps from $21,000 to $665,000?
Correct. So the original contract was just to pull the well, to get it out of the hole to see what was happening with the pump and why it stopped pumping water for us. And then since we've been in there, we videoed the well and found out that it's failing on us, and this is why a big jump in the change order.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, it just, such a big difference between the two is just curious. Okay.
Your Honor, or
Yes.
Chair, the funds for the change order comes from where?
From our budget this year, we budgeted $1.4 million for a new well this year. We no longer would be doing that, so we'd just be replacing this well
So
currently.
we're saving a lot of money this year.
Yes.
Very good.
$1 million.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Do I have a motion?
Mayor,
Yes.
I'll make the motion. I move that change order number 1 to the Southwest Waterworks Contractors, PMLLC DBA Pumpman Waterworks Agreement for the pump replacement at the Well 5 site located at 2401 West 16th Avenue, Apache Junction, Arizona, at the additional cost of $665,635 be approved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, roll call?
Board Member Cross,
Yes.
Board Member Nesser,
Yes.
Board Member Soller,
Yes.
Board Member Johnson,
yes,
Vice Chairman Schroeder,
Yes.
Board Member Heck,
Yes.
Chairman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, discussion and selection of dates, times, locations for budget work sessions, tentative budget adoption, and final budget adoption for fiscal year 2024-2025. Mike?
So we'd like to present the dates for our adoption of the budget work session, tentative date, and public hearing. And this will be open hearing. The district recommends the work session on May 7th, 2024 at 6 p.m., which is not our ordinary meeting time. Just be aware it's the first Tuesday of the month. The tentative budget, which is a public hearing on May 21st, 2024 at 6 p.m. And then the final budget, which is a public hearing on June 18th, 2024 at 6 p.m. here at Apache Junction City Council Chambers at 300 East Superstition Boulevard, Apache Junction, Arizona, 85119.
Of course, that means we all have to be here, all 3 days.
What was that date?
Which one? Where there were several here. So the May 7th will be the first work session.
Oh.
It's going to be a meeting time for us, but it'll be a work session. And then our tentative budget's the 21st, which is the third Tuesday, and then the 18th, again, is the third Tuesday of June.
May 21st, in June.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
I move that the following dates, times, and locations for fiscal year 2024 to 2025 budget work sessions, tentative budget adoption, and final budget adoption be approved. Special meeting for budget work sessions on Tuesday, May 7th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the City Council Chambers. Regular meeting for adoption of class and compensation and tentative budget on Tuesday, May 21st, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the City Council Chambers, and regular meeting for public hearing and final budget adoption on Tuesday, June 18th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the City Council Chambers. Be approved.
Second.
Before you final that approval, it's May 21st, not the 24th.
Oh, May 21st. I correct myself.
Okay. Moved and seconded, roll call?
Board Member Heck,
Yes.
Board Member Cross,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Schroeder,
Yes.
Board Member Nesser,
Yes.
Board Member Johnson,
Yes,
Board Member Soller,
Yes.
Chairman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
District managers report.
I have no report, Your Honor.
Okay.
Quick.
District directors report.
Chairman Wilson, so on May 2nd, the 10th annual Water Festival for our fourth graders here in Apache Junction and East Mesa, and now also this year we're including Superior for our Water Festival. Will happen. Volunteers will be down there roughly at 9 o'clock and be there till about 1. The Water Festival is great for our students, which we go over 4 sections of water conservation, the watershed, groundwater, and I think it's water technologies is our last one. It's a great opportunity to come out, see our fourth graders. I know Mayor's been out there a few times. We do have the fire truck come in at the end that sprays down all the kids after an hour sitting out there in the warm weather. It's a great opportunity. We usually have between 30 to 40 volunteers that come out, help with presentations, help set up and tear down the event. But it's a great event here for the city that we've had for the last over 10 years. So if anybody would like to volunteer and come on out and see us, or just come out and say hi to the kids, it'd be great to see you out there. Any questions?
I'm going to make a quick comment concerning it. It's a lot of, I'm going to say, very interesting in the aspect to see the kids and how they interact with the whole displays that are out there. And it's an opportunity to see how they are learning about water. And, I'll say some of the questions that they come up with is some fantastic questions. And it's a lot of fun in that aspect, and I encourage everyone to be out there. I'll be there, but I'm not going to be one of the ones that doing the speaking, though.
That's okay.
I'll be there. Okay.
There's a nice flyer. We do get sponsors for this. We provide our services, the city provides services, many other things for the event. You can see some of our sponsors here also. Next is our water system update. Just wanted to give you an update for our Water Campus 3, which is down there for Radius and Blossom Rock. We did get our approval of construction from ADEQ, which is Arizona Department of Environmental Quality. We're going to do startup the entire month of May. So we have a 3.2 million gallon storage tank with 4 booster pumps on top of it, roughly about 4.2 million gallons a day that plant can produce. So we'll be working with them. We'll also be putting up our radio tower for the radio reads. So we'll be working through that over the next month. As you can imagine, we want to make sure these pumps are pumping correctly, so we're going to recirculate them back into the storage tank for roughly a couple weeks to make sure that they ramp up and ramp down and keep the pressures that are required for our system down there before we actually serve our customers off this facility. So working through that. So great opportunity. This was roughly about a $25 million project that the developer built for us for their development down there. Any questions on our water campus?
Don't see any.
Okay. Next one is Blossom Rock Phase 1, which you guys approved some things earlier today. As they were mentioning, we roughly are in the process of installing 500 meters. There's 5 home builders, which is Brookfield Residential, Pulte Homes, Lennar, Tri-Point Homes, and David Weekley Homes that have all started production down there. On April 27th, they're going to be having their grand opening, and then after that month, they'll be able to start their sales in those facilities that are out there, those homes. So a lot of development happening. In comparing this to Radiance, which is across the street, we roughly have about 800 meters set today and about 500 customers actually living in those homes currently. And that's about after 1 year of construction at the facilities.
So in other words, when we have the, I will say, ribbon cutting, we will actually have water that's into the toilets instead of, you can't do anything.
Yes, sir. And this gives you kind of an area. So roughly, this is a quarter section, so a quarter mile. So about half a mile to half a mile is what they're building currently. So a lot of homes going to be going up. Again, Radiance is a single builder. There's 5 builders out here, so you can imagine instead of the 5 model homes that we've seen in the past, I believe there's almost 25 model homes out there currently. So you'll see a lot more things happening, and there's a huge event plan for this development coming up in the next couple weeks. Okay. Any other questions?
Mayor,
Yes?
this is off topic, but I happen to be up at Arizona, and I could see all the beautiful snow on Mount Humphreys. Can you give us an update on where we are with our water from the winter?
I'll give you a brief update, and I'll bring more to our next meeting. But our biggest thing that we look at is Lake Mead, and we're looking for it to be above 1075, and that gets us out of a Tier 1 shortage. We just hit 1075 in the last month here. Doesn't mean we're out of a drought by any means, but it just gives us above that limit we haven't seen in the past 3 years. So we're not in the dire need at this point again, but there's plenty of improvement to happen and plenty of conservation to work through that. But I'll give you a better update in the coming meetings coming up. Okay. So good news, I'm a little early on this one. I did get an email from WIFA. We applied for a $3 million grant to install a new well to store water underground and then recover it. So I have to go meet with them on the 24th, and hopefully the board will approve the grant to the district. So we'll be moving forward with drilling a new well next year once we receive that grant also. So we'll get $3 million to install that, all the electrical equipment, and then the piping to get it to any of our facilities that we need to. So in total, it's roughly about a $4.5 million project that the district will be putting in some of its design costs and man hours to offset those costs for the other $1.5 million that we'll need to be part of. But that'll be part of next year's fiscal budget.
Nice.
So great news for us.
Mike, could you go for everybody when it will matter for us to be concerned about Lake or the Verde River and the salt and SRP? When is that going to be something we monitor more?
So currently, I guess that's another update as part of you, which, yeah, it's a Salt River project. I monitor that also. They're currently at roughly about 96% with all of our winter snows that we had here. That means if we do hit the 99% or 100%, you'll see it flow over the Granite Reef Dam here, which is the vault where the Salt and Verde River come together. And this is the water that could be collected behind the Bartlett Dam that we're looking to raise in the near future here. So if you see in the near future here, probably in the month of May, with some of the snow melt coming from up by Flagstaff and all the way over by the Black River, up in the mountains, they'll all be coming down here to the valley. And if it hits a certain point, we'll have to overflow that dam, losing that water currently rather than saving it behind a new dam that could be in place. So it's right, it's really important for us to keep moving forward with our Verde River allocations that we've been working with SRP on. So hopefully in the future we save that water and then we can actually use it here in Apache Junction.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. District Treasurer's Report. Okay, thank you. I almost missed you. Okay, I'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you.
Okay,